Welcome back to the battle between Black Spider versus Spider-Man and who will win. Before we dive into the analysis, please remember to subscribe to the channel to support me. Thank you very much. Black Spider, whose real name is Eric Needham, is one of the darkest villain figures blended with anti-hero elements. Black Spider carries a heavy atmosphere filled with violence and personal tragedy. Eric Needham was once a drug addict living in despair and completely out of control. The tragedy reached its peak when he accidentally killed his own father, a moment that destroyed whatever humanity he had left. After getting clean, Eric did not seek redemption or atonement in the conventional way. Instead, he chose the path of a ruthless vigilante, hunting down and eliminating drug lords who were manipulating Gotham City. For Eric, it was not just revenge, but also a way to release the hatred he felt toward himself. If you look closer, his image evokes comparisons to a darker and more sinister version of Batman. He is a warrior who operates in the shadows, relying on grit, survival instinct, and an uncompromising will, rather than possessing immense wealth, cutting-edge technology, or years of fighting alongside gods. Black Spider does not have legendary-level genius intelligence, nor does he have powerful backing strong enough to turn the tide with flawless strategy. Black Spider is not strong because of magic, but because he has turned his body and mind into weapons. Black Spider has reached peak athlete level. He possesses strength, speed, and endurance at the maximum limit of human potential, capable of lifting and handling weights far beyond ordinary people. His combat skill is the core foundation that makes him terrifying. He has undergone extensive martial arts training with the style of a modern ninja, skillfully combining various weapons such as guns, knives, and energy devices. His reflexes are exceptional, fast enough to dodge gunfire despite not being a metahuman. Every movement is calculated coldly, precise, and highly lethal. His equipment includes wrist-mounted guns, mechanical claws, a robotic arm that enhances striking force, infrared goggles, and Kevlar armor that allows him to survive and dominate in brutal confrontations. His sharp intelligence enables him to build his own weapons, infiltrate security systems, and carry out operations with high sophistication. Black Spider does not need supernatural powers to spread fear. With the sole objective of eradicating drug crime, his extremism has made him the enemy of many heroes. He does not lack determination or hatred, but his ruthless methods have often led to his defeat at the hands of those who protect order. Black Spider has clashed directly with Batman multiple times because he does not hesitate to kill. The peak was the moment he nearly took the life of Amanda Waller, an action that caused him to be seen as a threat that needed to be eliminated. Black Spider has destroyed massive warehouses belonging to crime bosses in Gotham City, even accepting kamikaze-style suicide missions to cut off criminal networks. These feats shocked the underworld, but also left him increasingly isolated. When he became a member of the Suicide Squad, Black Spider was thrown into life-or-death missions, facing heroes such as Flash and Huntress, most of which ended in failure. In addition, Black Spider has confronted many dangerous figures such as King Faraday, Nightshade, Red Robin, Manhunter, Black Mask, and Catman. He was even drawn into a bounty hunt initiated by Two-Face against Batman. Each enemy and each failure further carved the image of a solitary Black Spider, willing to sacrifice everything, even himself, to pursue the distorted justice he believes is right, where strength, speed, and reflexes are sharpened to the extreme. He does not possess innate supernatural abilities, but relies heavily on weapons and mechanical enhancements, such as his robotic arm, to amplify his offensive capability. The combination of a harshly trained body and brutal technology has created a ruthless, direct, and uncompromising fighting style. Over the years of operating, Black Spider has wiped out countless street criminals, especially drug trafficking gangs, leaving behind a trail of blood and widespread fear in the underworld. His most notable achievement is daring to confront Batman directly. Simply being able to stand against the Dark Knight is enough to place Black Spider among top-tier street-level characters, far beyond the image of an ordinary crime hunter. This demonstrates the willpower, resilience, and level of danger he possesses when pushed into a life-or-death confrontation. However, the harsh truth is that nothing Black Spider has ever shown indicates that he is capable of standing against Spider-Man, let alone defeating him. Please remember to subscribe to the channel, press the bell icon, and turn on notifications to watch the earliest videos. Thank you very much. Now, we will talk about Spider-Man. Spider-Man represents a completely different model of superhero. He stands out not only for his sense of responsibility, but also for physical strength and intelligence, far beyond imagination. Spider-Man can lift objects weighing thousands of tons, deliver blows powerful enough to stun Hulk, and react in time to attacks that reach the speed of light at close range. He has endured strikes from opponents at the level of Juggernaut, beings whose raw power completely surpasses his, and still continued fighting without hesitation. The endurance and intelligence of Spider-Man are extraordinary. He can engage in combat for hours without showing signs of fatigue or any decrease in speed. The combination of strength, speed, intelligence, and a compassionate heart has made Spider-Man an icon. Spider-Man is a mid-tier superhuman with an overwhelming record, having faced and survived some of the most formidable heroes and villains. The gap between a warrior who relies on technology and an icon who perfectly combines strength, speed, intelligence, and superhuman instinct is clear. There are many aspects to analyze about Black Spider, but understanding these core points alone is enough to see the boundary he can hardly overcome. Spider-Man is strong enough to lift weights exceeding 2,000 tons, a number that places him far beyond the usual limits of street-level heroes. His strikes carry tremendous force, enough to take down a Tyrannosaurus Rex in a direct confrontation. His reaction speed is equally terrifying. He can dodge attacks that reach the speed of light at close range, a feat that demonstrates his senses and nervous system operate at an extraordinary level. Spider-Man has repeatedly proven his remarkable durability when facing Hulk and still being able to continue fighting. Not stopping there, he has enough skill to exchange blows simultaneously with Miss, Marvel, Thing, and Iron Fist, while enduring their full sequence of attacks without falling. Spider-Man intelligence has earned the respect of many geniuses. He has been compared to a young Reed Richards, impressed Tony Stark, and was recognized by Hank Pym as academically superior. Reed Richards even admitted feeling envy toward his knowledge of biology. In addition, Spider-Man artificial web system allows him to move flexibly between buildings, control falling objects, and restrain enemies in the middle of combat. This webbing is many times stronger than steel and has proven effective against formidable opponents such as Winter Soldier, Captain America, Iron Man, Wolverine, and Rhino. Spider-Man possesses one of the most remarkable abilities. He can sense threats and attacks even before they fully form, making surprise approaches nearly impossible. This near-absolute defense mechanism turns him into a nightmare for predators in the shadows. He can cling to walls, hang upside down, leap to irrational heights, and fight from angles opponents never anticipate. His acrobatic skill and flexibility surpass even the top athletes and circus performers in the world. In the air, Spider-Man moves as if dancing, defying gravity and turning the tide against the most seasoned warriors. In addition, his healing speed is far greater than that of an ordinary human, allowing him to continue fighting after severe injuries. Some modern suits integrate advanced utilities and sophisticated weapons, even linking to satellite-guided missile systems capable of tracking targets almost anywhere in the world. Spider-Man can also hold his breath underwater for at least 20 minutes, fight continuously for 12 hours without rest, and maintain patrol and crime-fighting activities for more than 96 consecutive hours without eating or sleeping. Each achievement is not simply a victory, but a harsh testament of belief and sacrifice. When Spider-Man faced the Sinister Six, a collection of dangerous minds and powers, including Dr. Octopus, Kraven, the Hunter, Mysterio, Electro, Sandman, and Vulture, defeating the entire group required not only strength but also the ability to read the battlefield and exploit each opponent's weaknesses. In his confrontation with Green Goblin, although he won many times, Spider-Man still suffered an irreparable loss when Gwen Stacy was killed. Not stopping there, he overcame Venom and even defeated Juggernaut through intelligent strategy rather than direct confrontation. Spider-Man has also faced destructive names such as Firelord, Goliath, and Titania, participating in major events like Secret Wars and confronting the criminal underworld led by Kingpin and Dr. Octopus proves one clear fact. Spider-Man not only survives the greatest battles, but stands firm as a pillar of an ever-changing heroic universe. The battle takes place in the context of a neutral city such as Gotham City. In the opening stage, Black Spider chooses his familiar Predator-style approach. He hides in the shadows, moves silently like a ninja, and uses long-range firearms and mechanical claws to launch surprise strikes. However, Spider-Man is not an easy target to ambush. His spider sense constantly warns him of danger, allowing him to dodge in an instant and use his web-swinging ability to close in on his opponent at astonishing speed. From the very first minutes, the pace of the fight is pushed to a high level. When the distance is reduced, the battle shifts into a brutal close-quarters phase. Black Spider pours all of his martial arts skill and street fighting experience into every strike, combining knives, guns, and technological devices to search for openings. Spider-Man responds with superhuman strength and agility beyond human limits. He constantly changes direction, evades attacks by a hair, delivers counterattacks strong enough to stagger his opponent, or uses webbing to restrain even the smallest detail on the battlefield. When the distance is reduced, the fight once again enters an intense close combat stage. Black Spider commits all of his martial arts expertise and street-level combat experience into each blow, combining blades, firearms, and advanced technology in an effort to exploit any weakness. Spider-Man answers with overwhelming power and flexibility far beyond human standards. He shifts direction without warning, avoids attacks within inches, launches counters powerful enough to shake his opponent, or deploys webbing to control every critical element of the environment. The decisive moment comes when Spider-Man completely takes control of the battle. With superior speed and strength, he binds Black Spider, neutralizing every weapon without resorting to lethal force. Overall, Spider-Man is clearly the stronger combatant, thanks to his comprehensive superhuman abilities. Black Spider may gain an initial advantage through surprise, but Spider-Man has defeated far more terrifying opponents, such as Juggernaut and Venom. Therefore, the most reasonable outcome is Spider-Man claiming victory. What do you think about this battle? Please let me know your thoughts in the comments section. Thank you all very much.